everyone, it's Lizzie from Lizzie's World of Gems. Welcome back to my channel where I try to make your diamond painting experience a little more awesome today. And today we're doing a whip and chat. What is a whip? It is work in progress, and this is my work in progress. This is what I've been working on for the month of January. It is my art and soul. It is my blinging in the new year project. And I've been having so much fun doing this project. You don't even understand. It was my very first project that I changed a lot. And I went out of my comfort zone. And on the post review, I will let you all know exactly what was going on. So I'm on the last square of my painting. Super, super exciting. I'm going to be using my Capture by Radiance pen. You can find my affiliate link down below. You can use Lizzie22 to get 15% off any purchase. Over $85 is free shipping USA. And yeah, that's for North America only. That includes Canada, US, and Mexico. Any overseas is $70. And that is a flat rate shipping fee. It doesn't matter how many diamond paintings you buy, it will be $70. Unfortunately, until they become a larger company, that is what they have to offer. They were doing drop shipping from the factory, but now they're not doing that anymore. So it would be coming straight from the US or Canada. So yeah, that is what has been going on. I'm going to be using this pen. I'm going to be using my 4-placer. Sorry, I'm like kind of in a daze today. I didn't have much sleep. I haven't been sleeping well. This is my 4-placer from Diamond Art Club. I'm going to be using my Firefly tray, my white one that I love so much. Even though these are light colors, I've been working through it. So what should I start with first? I think I'm going to get the arrow. The arrow. So how has everybody been? I've been working on this project nonstop. I'm not sure why I just like zoom through the squares, and then I have 2 projects that are rounds and I just keep on putting them off. I don't know why I do that, but I tell you, I do love square. Squares are my favorite diamond paintings. I have a round that I have to do in April because the image that I really love the image, and it was only offered in round, and I'm really hope that I can get through that project because my love for rounds is not the greatest. I think I'm going to try blinging that one up a little bit. Maybe it'll make me feel better. I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, I'm going to try to bling it up a bit. But that won't be until April. After this one, I feel like I'm going to kit up one of my Dreamers designs, even though Love in the Air is coming up February 1st. It's any diamond painting that is at least a 40 by 30 and it has any theme of love or hearts or anything that reminds you of love. That is coming up February 1st with me and Tia. Hashtag love, hashtag heart. Love is in the air, but the love is LUV. 2025. I will put the hashtag down below so you guys can see it. I think it's always there, but it might not be. I think Splish Splash Spring Bash is there. And don't forget, Splish Splash Spring Bash is coming back in April as well. And as any painting, again, same rules apply. 30 by 40. It doesn't have to be a start. It doesn't have to be a finish for both events. This is just an event for us all to have fun. Posted on Palm Pal and Friends on Facebook. And yeah, you will be entered into some prizes. I know that I will be giving away not anything that I've made or being mailed. Pretty much when you draw it, you will be sent your gift card. I'm going to be doing gift cards for Captured by Radiance. I'm not sure what amount I'm going to set them at just yet, but I'm going to give away 2 of those. And of course, T will be giving away her pens. And I'm sure we have other awesome sponsors as well that will be giving away codes and stuff that you can use. This year has not been a good year so far for Tia, so I'm not sure how. She hasn't really been talking much about our collabs, so I don't know. Just take it as, you know, this year it might be, I don't know, different, but hopefully we can get through it. I know she loves to do this event, and maybe by February, she is going away on vacation for a week in February during the collab. So I will be doing Wip&Chats. Love thing Wip&Chats to go with that collab, and it should be fun. It should be fun. So that is pretty much what I have to say about our collabs. So I'm like been tired. I worked Monday, Tuesday. The temperatures here in Canada are super, super cold, which means if it's cold outside, it is cold inside where I work in my factory. So yesterday it was unbearable. It was so cold. I thought my hands were gonna fall off. You know how you're outside in the cold? I guess people that live in hot weather don't really know what I'm talking about. But when you outside in the cold and your hands really start to hurt, and then when you come inside, it's like a burning sensation. Well, when I'd go out for break or go to the washroom where it was warm, I felt that burning sensation in my hands, and I do not like it at all. So, needless to say, I'm kind of doing this all, single placing, because the white background, I don't want it to look like you can see that I multi-placed, even though some places I did, but I'm trying to avoid that as much as I can by doing it this way. So, back to work. Yeah, it was super cold. The end. Super cold, the end. And to top it all off, we had a heck of an order that was not cooperating with us at all. And because of the cold, the scale kept on freezing. It kept on reading errors. We were trying to do everything we could to make it run. We ended up stopping and washing out the scale, and that didn't really help the situation. It helped a little bit, but not enough. So yeah, we had a heck of a time. And then the next order we did, it was a new bag that we never worked with before, and it was being really super crappy coming down the line. And I'm like, I'm so glad I don't have to put up with this. It was like 5 o'clock when we started that order, and I leave at 6, and I'm like, I am happy we are not running this order, because we already had a crappy day. As My line leader said we worked for our money yesterday, and we sure did. I was super tired. I find the cold too triggers my trigger finger to be stiff at work. It was stiff this morning when I woke up, but it seems to be a little bit better now. It's super cold, and those guys are out there working on that house. I can only imagine how cold it is. I know the furnace guy was there, but I don't know if they actually are able to turn on the furnace, but it's super cold, and I hear trucks backing in and out from over there. So yes, I have that in the background. And my porch cat, as I call her, she's been inside now because it's too cold to be outside. And she tries to scratch at the furniture, and it's really bothering me because I don't want her to ruin my furniture, and I really don't know how to make her stop. Like, of course, I like say, hey, stop, and then I'll like go walk towards her and she'll stop, but I don't know what to do to make her stop. She used to have a cat tree, but Alyssa took it when she moved out with Marlo. So now I don't know if I should buy her a cat, like a smaller one or something, because those are kind of expensive. I don't know what to do because, and then lately, because the birds, and then I can't have her go in the bird room, and then she scratches at the door of the bird room, and it's like, and I feel bad for my birds because like I'm scared to let them out because I don't know, because she was an outdoor cat, if she would try to kill the birds. It's just, I wasn't expecting to inherit a cat from my daughter when I bought the birds. I bought the bird after Marlo left, and now I'm stuck with another cat. So yeah, you know, I love animals, and I would never put them outside where it's freezing cold temperatures. Like, she would not survive out there. Let's just say that. Last year was not nearly as cold as it is this year. It is super, super cold. And even last year, on the really cold night, she came in, even with Marlo here. But she stayed in the kitchen. And when I first brought her in, that's what she was doing again. And then now, nope, she has the room of the house now. So she's just loving it, every single minute of it. But she still likes to lie on, I have this railing in the kitchen, and her and Marlo both loved to jump up there and hang out there all day, and that's what she does. But I got this like really furry area rug underneath my coffee table. She loves to lie in that. So just say that if anybody's worried about my porch cat, she's inside and she's fine, and she's loving every minute of it. And then then she was like giving me like these little bites, like they weren't hard bites the other morning. And I'm like, what is your problem? And I'm like, oh, Dad did not feed you. Just because she's indoor now doesn't mean that the feeding responsibilities only lie on me. Anyway, she really likes, I think I spoiled her because I went and bought her, I think it was like the brand Blue, they're Tastables or something. They're like wet cat food, and I give her, like, they come in 2 halves, and I give her a half a day. Is that too much? I don't know. I used to give Marlo, I used to buy Marlo the big cans because he had that bladder problem, and I would measure it out and only give her a little bits of portions. But I figure those ones, like one little side is probably enough for 1 portion. But she seems to be liking it. Speaking of which, I have to clean out her litter box. That's another thing I don't like. And she doesn't like the litter that Marlo used to have. I had to buy her this Costco brand, which is pretty good. It doesn't smell like, I don't like the smell of cat. Like, you know how sometimes you can go into a person's house and you can smell like the ammonia from their cat? I don't like that. And I don't want that to happen in my house. So I always make sure I clean it very well every other day. And because I worked the last 2 days, it does need a cleaning. So I'll probably do that sometime today. And my sisters are putting plants around. I'm like, are you sure those plants are safe for the cat? Because I don't want to go through another Marlo episode that happened with Marlo. That was horrible. If you go back a year or so ago, you'll know what I am talking about. So, anywho, that is pretty much an update on my cat. I have a funeral to go to on, I want to like multi-place that. Like so bad, you don't even understand. And I'm gonna do it, But I think I went too far. This is what happens when I try to use no light pad. Last time I did a Wip&Chat and I had no light pad. When I turned the light pad on, I'm like, oh Lord, what was I doing? I was like, it's all over the place. And I was like, oh my goodness gracious, Liz, you do need new glasses. So, what was I saying? Oh, I have to go to a funeral. My aunt passed away. She passed away last Wednesday, but her grandson is in Jamaica on holidays. So he comes back today. So the funeral was postponed until Friday, which is a working day for me. So I had to take it off. So yeah, not for fun anyway, because it's never fun to go to a funeral. It's never fun to lose a loved one. She was my last living aunt, so it hits home for me a little bit because now it's just my immediate family that's left, you know, my siblings, and I would never want to see them pass away. So yeah, you know, as much as I complain about my dear old sister Helen, I would be devastated if she passed away. She is my sister and I love her dearly, even though she annoys the poopy out of me. But isn't that your sibling's job to annoy you? I think it is, because it's all out of love, I think, anyway. So she made me buy her these ugly boots off of Amazon, and then she's like, oh, I'm probably gonna wear shoes. I'm like, I did not buy those ugly boots for you not to wear them. I call them ugly because, I don't know, I would never wear them. But you know, it could be nice for some people, obviously, or else they wouldn't sell them, right? But yeah, she bought some boots, like shoe boots. I don't know what you would call them. But now she's saying she doesn't want to wear them. Like, girl, you bugged me to use my Amazon Prime to get them for you. And now you don't even want to wear them. Rude. My other sister, she hasn't said anything about going, but I think she just assumed she's going with us to London for the funeral. So that's what I have to do Friday. Yeah, so the next few days I just have diamond painting to do. Clem's actually working overtime so he can go with me. He switched with somebody so he can go with me to the funeral because, you know, he's not immediate family. So obviously they would not give us both the day off because his job is way more important than my job. And there's only 2 people. It's just him and another guy that do the job. So basically, you know, out of respect, he found someone else to work for him. And he took their shift, so that way he's not out any money. I did not want to do that because I don't like being there when I am there. And I definitely don't want to be there any longer than I have to be. I know, isn't that horrible? It's a horrible thing to say, but you know, I'm so getting old for this type of work. My body hurts, my body aches. The cold doesn't help. It was 2 degrees in there. Now, you guys would probably think 2 degrees Celsius. You guys would probably think, oh, that's not very cold. But when you're in it for 12 hours and you're handling, like, even though I'm wearing gloves, I wear the cut resistant gloves, plus I wear blue gloves on top, your hands still freeze touching that frozen product. When, you know, pick up a bag to check a bag, or I have to cut the bags open to put them back on the line because a bag was broken or something. And it really, really gets very cold on the hands to the point where you feel like your hands are going to fall off. And then when I went for break, the QA girl was like, oh my God. And I'm like, what are you oh my godding about? And she's like, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to survive the rest of the day because I'm so cold. She ended up getting a jacket, a freezer jacket from one of the QA girls that go in the freezer. And she wore that for the rest of the day because she was crying because she was cold. I'm like, oh, snazzy little new jacket you got on there. So yeah, she wore that. She was cold. I had like I had a t-shirt on, and then I had my work sweat top on, and then I had my work jacket on, and I had my scarf that my aunt that passed away made me. It's the only thing I have to remember her by, and I wear it every day to work around my neck. She made it for me because she used to crochet a lot. So Susan just sent me a picture, probably of the snow. She likes sending me stuff of the snow and the freezing rain and stuff that is happening in her neck of the woods, up more north of Ontario than me. No, she's only in Barrie, but you know what I'm saying. So if you're ever in Barrie, say hi to her. She told me one time she works at a hotel, and she said that people from my town were there for a hockey convention, and she kept on saying to everybody, say hi to Lizzie when you get back to town. And I'm like, yeah, like they know who the heck I am. No, they don't. My town is not that small that they would know who the heck I am. So yeah, I found that was funny. I'm like, you did not do that. She's like, I did. I'm like, they're probably all thinking you're crazy. Crazy girl. Who's this crazy girl working in the breakfast, the continental breakfast? So if you're ever in Barrie, hit her up at the continental breakfast. I don't want to say what hotel she works at. Just every hotel you go to in Barrie, say, Susan said, do you work here? No, I'm just joking. I did stay at a hotel in Barrie, and I think it was the one that she actually works at, but that was way before she even worked there. So I went for my nephew's wedding, since now that he's divorced, to that woman and I went to her wedding. But hey, it was a good wedding. It was a very good wedding. Indeed. He's now with another lady, and he had a baby with her, so, but he never married her, so I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. But who am I to judge? I'm living out of wedlock, as people would say, especially in the Portuguese community. It's a sin, my mom would say. Gotta love my mom. And my aunt, well, she was like same ways, but her grandkids all did it, so you know, she can't say much. My mom was the type where she was always worried about what people thought of her and her family. And I would be like, because back when I got divorced, not too many Portuguese women have gotten divorced, and at least in my town, and she found it very shameful. And I'm like, am I doing the right letter? Yeah. I'm like, I don't care what these Portuguese people think of me, Mom. I need to think about myself and my children and what makes me happy. And being in a toxic relationship was not helping at all. So, yeah. But my mom would always be worried and concerned about what people thought. You know, and I'm like, well, you think that their lives are red and rosy? They're not. There's demons in everybody's closet. For sure. And here comes the elephant coming up the stairs. I'm going to pause for a little bit. And I'm back. My sister walks up those stairs like an elephant. I swear to goodness gracious. She's been staying downstairs because she's sick, which is fine by me. I don't have to listen to her news. Oh, she probably hasn't been listening to the Parliament channel because the government's on shut down or whatever you want to call it. So what about those TikToks? Us Canadians thought we were all hyped up that we're going to take over TikTok, and what do you know? You guys are all back again. The theory of the Canadians taking over was quickly demolished. I kept on seeing all these TikToks. It's Canadians. It's our Canadian chance to take over TikTok. That lasted all of one day. I just find it funny. But I'm pretty sure you guys all got your TikTok back for 90 days or something, I heard. I don't know. That's what they said at work. I found it quite funny how I see those TikToks. It's Canada's turn. I'm like, okay, Canada, if you think it's your turn. Of course, I do some TikToks, but it's mostly my finishes. That's all I really do on TikTok. And I don't really put any other content on it. I should do those videos, but you know, like, the amount of editing and stuff that I do is way more accomplished than I ever thought I would ever get. So I'm pretty like okay that, you know, that's what I know. And you know, it took a lot of, you know, learning curves. There was a lot at the beginning where, you know, I didn't know how to make a thumbnail for my YouTube channel. And I'm like, how do these people make these thumbnails? Or how do you even put the thumbnail on? This is how silly I was. I did not know I needed YouTube Studio at first. like learning curves, right? When you're trying to learn all this stuff by yourself. What is she even talking about? Susan's on about the weather. Yes, Susan, I know it's very cold outside. That's why I'm inside. Tyler's like, "Are you going anywhere today?" And I'm like, no, it's freezing out. No, I'm not going out and venturing out in this cold. It's bad enough I have to work in it, and I have to go out on Friday. I don't want to go out on it now. See, so now I can fill in my funny checkerboard. This is what I do. Do any of you guys do this? And I don't think that one belongs there. It doesn't. Liz, where did that come from? So, what was I saying? Oh my gosh, see? I got fog brain today. Oh, about editing. I used to talk with Rachel Ray a lot back then. And she actually helped me quite a bit when I first started my channel. She was a lot smaller back then, so don't be all going and hitting her up for stuff. But I did ask her. She wasn't as huge as she is now, and like kudos to her for getting her channel to that many subscribers. It just blows my mind. Super nice lady. I loved our coffee talk that we sat and chit-chatted in Toronto. We over at Tim Hortons Coffee, and we had a good time talking. We talked for about an hour or two. Then she had to go because she was going. I don't know why Alexa keeps on doing that. She was going to go to the movies, and I know she really enjoyed the movies because it was like one of those VIP movie theaters. Those are super cool. Of course, I've never really gone to the VIP one, but now here in Canada, just the regular ones have reclining chairs now, which is super cool. But anyways, at least at Silver City, that's usually where I go to watch a movie in London. So I haven't gone to the movie. What was the last movie we went to go see? Me and Clem went to go see a movie. What was it? Oh, Top Gun, the second one. That's how long ago it was that I've gone to the movie theater. Did we go to the drive-in? No, I don't think we ended up going to the drive-in. We wanted to go to the drive-in, but I don't think we ended up going to the drive-in. At least I don't think. I can't remember. Our date nights are few and far between. Like, yeah, we go out for dinner sometimes, or out for lunch. We do that. Last night, I didn't want to cook after work. So when we went to go get gas, because our gas tank was low when we went to work that morning. I'm like, you should have filled up, because now on break. You know, I want to vape. I don't want to vape out in the cold. So I go sit in the car and turn on the car for a little bit. And that way, at the end of the day, I don't have to wait for my car to de-thaw or scrape off the windows, because I let it do it during break time, which is a method to my madness. But anyways, I sat out there. At least in the car, it wasn't as bad as being out in the freezing cold and the air hitting you without the car on. And we went to go get gas after work, and he's like, oh, I said, well, I don't really feel like cooking. And I really need to look, because I think that's a V and my glasses are Oh, I need new glasses. And he's like, well, we went to go get gas, and right beside gas is Harvey's and Swiss Chalet. They're like together in one building. Swiss Chalet is a Canadian company that does like rotisserie chicken. And the Swiss Chalet part had 2 quarter dinners for $19.99. So he's like, well, let's get the quarter chicken meals. And I'm like, okay. So that's what we did for din last night. I really like the Swiss Chalet sauce on top of my fries. It's supposed to be for dipping your rotisserie chicken in, but I love them on top of the fries. That's how I love to eat them. But you know what? That Harvey's and Swiss Chalet, the fries are Harvey's. But like the sit-down Swiss Chalets, the restaurants that you can go to, their fries are way much better with the sauce all over top of them. I love Swiss Chalet. When my mom was alive, when we used to go shopping in London, we always hit up Swiss Chalet. My mom really likes Swiss Chalet. So every time we have Swiss Chalet, it reminds me of my mom, because she loved it so much. That's where we would go every time we would go into London. So, and Alyssa, when she was little, my sister Helen would take her on the weekends I worked. And, you know, Helen and Bonnie would spoil her, and they'd take her to Swiss Chalet on the weekends I worked, and they'd give her the soup. She really likes their chicken noodle soup from there. And one day we're in London, I had to go to the store, and Montana's is across the street from the Walmart I went to in Hyde Park. And she's like, I want to go to Swiss Chalet. And I'm like, Alyssa, there's no Swiss Chalet around here. She's like, yeah, it's that building over there. And I'm like, no, that's Montana's. And she's like, no, that's Swiss Chalet. Take me to Swiss Chalet. And I'm like, it's not Swiss Chalet, it's Montana's. And she could swear up and down that it was Swiss Chalet. And I'm like, no, it's not. Helen takes me there. Yeah, and Helen says that she never spoiled her as a child. Yeah, I beg to differ. She still spoils her. She's like, don't you know, Alyssa, like, you would think Helen gave birth to my daughter, Alyssa, the way she acts sometimes. And then she makes me feel guilty. Like, oh, are you coming to London? You should take your daughter out to eat, or you should take your daughter this, or you should take your daughter that. And then the other day she said, oh, I'm making a turkey breast that I bought from the store. And I'm like, why didn't you just make the turkey I gave you? One of my work turkeys that I got. And she's like, oh, it's too big. Then I made her feel guilty the other day. Oh, well, why don't you invite Alyssa over to eat dinner, because you're always bugging me that I'm not a good mom, and I don't do this and I don't do that because I don't back at her call when she's, 21 years old. But that's Helen for you. Yep. She said she was going to call me back this morning, and she never did, which is surprising that she didn't call back. But yeah, so my diamond painting adventures for the next couple months is A, I'm going to finish this one. B, I think I'm going to kit up and unbox one of my Dreamers designs for a little bit. I know I'm going to have another whip on the go when I start another one, because when Love in the Air is coming, I do have a painting from Capture by Radiance that is coming that is going to fit the theme for Love is in the Air, and I'll be doing that one. And I think my son just came here, so I'm going to pause again. Sorry about that pause. When Tyler came, I had to take him back home and take him to the store. So I am back now. On my way back, I got to the stop sign near my house, and it's behind my house, and it's kind of like so narrow 2 cars can't fit. And the UPS truck comes flying around the corner, and I'm thinking, oh, words, bad words came out of my mouth. And I'm like, ugh, you UPS person. And I'm like, and then I thought, oh, maybe he was coming from my house. And sure enough, there was a nice big brown package at my door. Super excited about that. Super excited. One was for a purchase that my boyfriend made, and the other in the box is from the same company, and it is my sneak peek. Super excited about that, but that won't be coming out until next week. But super, super excited. I got my package. I can't wait to work on it. So, yeah. I am excited about that package. It's a new artist. Super excited. But I'm not going to give out too many details. Just wait to see what is coming out. You're going to love it. Anywho, I went to McDonald's and got myself some lunch. I know McDonald's, but I did. And the lineup was super long. I'm like, oh, should I even be here? And I'm thinking, oh, why am I spending this money on this? I could have just came home and had craft dinner. But I wanted to do that, and then I had a splitting headache. And I took some Tylenol, and I tried to lie on the couch. And then my sister comes up again. Racket. So I couldn't fall asleep. So here I am trying to film the last part of this Wip&Chat. I know, I'm all over the place today, guys. I'm sorry. It must be the weather. My furnace, I don't know if it's the thermometer, but sometimes it'll kick off and it waits until it gets down to like 18 in the house, and then it'll kick back on. This is Celsius, people, not Fahrenheit. And it's doing it right now. So now I feel like a chill, and I'm waiting for it to kick back on. But it's not so hot in here that I need my fan, because I'm chilly now. Because you know me, I have to walk around half naked at home with my tank tops on. I know. It's like, it's super hot. If I wear a t-shirt, I'm hot. But right now, if I had a t-shirt on, I'd probably feel comfortable. But I think I'm getting sick. Probably from work yesterday. Oh my gosh, my hands were so cold. I think I already mentioned this, that I felt like they were burning. And then I just heard my sister talking to her boyfriend, because, it has to be on speaker, but whatever. And he was saying he was out for an hour last night in this cold. I'm like, are you crazy? Now he thinks he has frostbite. I'm like, well, why the heck were you out for so long when you know that we have this freezing advisory going on? I feel sorry for the homeless people right now, honestly. I hope, because I really don't know where homeless people go in my town when the weather is like this, because we don't have a shelter. And I know we have homeless people in my town, so I'm not sure where they go. And I hope everybody stayed warm yesterday, today. It is super cold. So I have the sniffles. I think I'm getting sick. And that's not good because I have to go to that funeral on Friday. So, yeah. It is what it is. So I did the checkerboard. Now I'm filling it in here. I know I worked on it some while you guys were gone. And I was here by myself. And I just want to get this done. Get it done. Do the post review. Blah, 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 blah. You know, all that fun jazz. Do my TikToks and my Instagram and my Facebook and my short. That is time consuming, guys, believe it or not, because each platform I have to do it each separately or else the music doesn't work. Or I don't know if it would work, but I don't want to get a copyright strike because I didn't go through their platform. So I always, you know, change it every time I do each platform. So that gets time consuming. But I do enjoy doing shorts. I do enjoy doing my finish videos. Some of them I get really high. Some of them I don't. I don't know if it's from my music selection or what. But I do enjoy my shorts. And I did have a real fun blast with this canvas. The quality of the drills are spectacular. I love the quality of these drills, even though I did substitute a lot of them with my sugar dust drills from Forever Young that I got off of Amazon. Oh, Susan keeps on texting me today and I haven't texted her back. She probably thinks this woman is ignoring me today. I'm not trying to ignore her. I just wanted to get this video done and out of the way. And I'm single placing. Oh, Jeannie would be proud of me right now. She would be super proud of me for all the single placing I'm doing. I think Clem's excited about his new painting that came from Captured by Radiance. It's one of the older canvases, not too old, still in the new rendering. And it's super cute. I even thought about buying that one, but he ended up buying it. He's gonna do it. Maybe I'll get him to do a post review of his paintings when he's finished with them. Wouldn't that be a funny video? See Clem trying to do a post review. Honest, I just did a whole ending and it did not record any of it. So I'm down to the last color with these little dots left. That's all I have left to do. I'm not even going to try to continue on talking like I did. I'm going to let you guys all go. I might scrap this whole entire video and start fresh tomorrow morning, and I think that's what I should do. Because right now, this is a train wreck gone bad. So with that said, I'll let you guys go. Take care, everyone. Stay warm, stay safe, and stay indoors. If you're in Canada, that is. Till next time. Bye, guys. Hey, guys, it's me again. If you like what you've seen, please like and subscribe to this video. And hit that notification bell and it'll remind you whenever I load up a video. I'd be super tickled pink. Till next time, guys. Take care. Bye.